Hey everybody, it's so good to see you. Those of you who know me, you know my name is Melody, and I had a great course. All three of us are Alaskan educators, and we have just met in the course that I taught on StreamYard, or that I shared on. I didn't really teach. And I have two new friends, and PLN, Holly and Jenny, and I'm going to ask them to tell us who they are. But if you are like somebody who follows me regularly, this is so cool. I'm so glad that you have the opportunity, because I don't know if you know about ASTE, but it is the Alaskan ISTE. We're the affiliate of ISTE, and it's really amazing. I got to attend ASTE last year, and I met incredible educators. And Alaskan educators are very different because of the different we're not always in big cities. Obviously, there's not a lot of big cities. So the hats that y'all wear are just amazing. And you just can't experience it if you're not here. So I'm going to go ahead and ask my new friends to tell us about themselves. Holly, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for teaching me so many new things tonight.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, the fact that you were brave. I was like, hey, does anybody want to go live? So I just told everybody about how to go live. Do you actually want to go live? So both of you were like, yes, and you work together. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what you enjoy the most about education.
Okay, so my formal title is secretary. I work for the Denali Peak Homeschool Correspondence Program. I am located at the Wasilla office, but we are a statewide homeschool program. We have offices located in the Wasilla and Anchorage area, but we sure do enjoy servicing families all over the state of Alaska. I got involved with homeschool basically because I was a homeschool student myself. So homeschooling is something that's really close to my heart. And my favorite part about education is just figuring out how to tailor it to each and every student, make sure that they're getting the best education that they can get for themselves. So really that personalized experience.
That is great. I love it. And I'm looking down because I'm trying to make it live. It automatically goes, but people are talking and I want you to see the comments. That is so cool. And I love that you want to make it personal and that you were actually a homeschool student yourself. That is so cool that you're now giving back to the community that you were in. So I love that. Jenny, tell us about you and where you're coming in from.
You bet. I'm Jenny Mason. I am coming live from my kitchen. So there's probably lots of activity because it is about dinner time. So you'll probably see and hear dogs and kids and husbands and the buzzer ringing and on my oven and maybe a smoke detector because nobody's attending to that because I tried to tell them to get out of the kitchen. I am in beautiful downtown Cantwell, Alaska, where Denali is on this back side of my computer screen right out my kitchen window. It's a really great sanctuary to be able to look out all day during our fantastic ASTE conferences. And, I get to work with Holly every single day. She's fantastic. She is one of the queens in our homeschool office. And we both work for Denali Borough School District. And we believe in parent choice, whether it's through public homeschooling, whether it's through remote learning, whether it's through brick and mortar in one of our 3 brick and mortar schools. So yeah, we have a really good thing going on and learning lots from ASTE.
That's great. And how many years have you attended ASTE?
I think this is my 7th year.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's so cool. And if you see the comment here, Chelsea she's an educator in Fairbanks. So it's nice to see you, Chelsea. Thank you for joining in. So cool. And so, Holly, how many years have you attended ASTE?
So this is only my 2nd. I'm hoping my 2nd of many because I always learn so much.
Yeah, I love that. This is my 2nd also. So last year we did it where it usually is at the Captain Cook Hotel. And I was like, it was one of my favorite conferences that I've ever gone to. I loved it. And so what are some of the courses that you've already taken?
Oh, geez. So last night, this was really fun. I know Melody and I were on a team together. We were.
We were the radicals. No wonder you looked familiar. I was
We were
we
a radical.
the radicals.
We were a radical. We like 80s music. You know, it was fun to groom and hang out with Melody and the rest of the peeps that were doing music, trivia and bingo. That was great. And yet I really have enjoyed Brian Buffington with Buff Nuggets. Oh my gosh, she's a hoot. And Melody, like I couldn't get enough of you. Like that's why I'm like, wait a minute, there's one of my girls from last night. I have to go to your session.
Oh, that is so cool. So I thought you looked familiar, but I wasn't sure. You know what I mean? I just love it that, yes, we were the radicals. We were in second place last night, but they didn't have the score totaled yet, so we could be in first. And I went back to the forum and I started answering more questions and submitted it. So I don't know. That is so cool. I had so much fun with you last night too. But yes, that was so far my favorite. The LMH experience was just super fun. What about you, Holly? What has your favorite course been?
So I have actually been immersed in the Google Bootcamp. It was actually the course I wanted to take last year, but it was full. This year, because the classes are all virtual, they were able to open up more seats. And so I have been basically immersed in that fully. I've taken every single session, and I really kind of went into it thinking, I'm pretty comfortable with using all aspects of Google. Like, I feel pretty good about it. And I leave every single session with thinking, how did I not know about that?
Right.
How can I use this? I know I can use this for something. I didn't know about this before. So I've learned a lot. And so I'm really excited about it. And she has, Amanda is the teacher for that. And she has laid out a whole bunch of course challenges for us to do. So I've been doing those, and that's really been a lot of fun. And my assistant principal, Garen, I've been telling her about it and have been kind of using her as my guinea pig for some of the challenges. So it's been kind of fun going over some of the new things that I've been learning with her and texting her and saying, did you know that we could do this? Did you know this was a feature? And so, yeah, it's just been like so much information, but so much good information.
Yes, I felt the same way. In fact, some of the people that were in the course before we left, I met in the Google Bootcamp last year. And like Pam, she's a librarian, and Andrew, I think he was also in that. And we remained friends. Like we followed each other and we have remained friends. And actually, Andrew, we're on Facebook. We talk, kind of regularly. Chelsea, Chelsea, she might still be watching. She was at ASTE last year, but I don't remember meeting her. We've just, met online or whatever. So I love that. And that's the great thing about, Google Classroom is that it's just, I'm sure there's a lot of new stuff even since last year. So cool. So what do you like? What is the one course that you've seen so far that if educators have missed, that they need to go back and see, that are attending the ASTE21 virtual conference?
Buffs Nuggets.
Buffs Nuggets.
With it, I did the administrator one and the teacher one, and there's good little nuggets to pull out of both of those.
Is it like BUFF Nuggets?
Mm-hmm.
And is it like two words, buffs and then nuggets, or is it one word together?
So his name is Brian Buffington, and
Okay.
it is Buff Nuggets.
Nice. I love that. All right. So Jenny recommends Buff Nuggets. What about you, Holly? What do you recommend?
So I took one earlier this morning. Days are running together, so maybe it was actually this afternoon. But it was all about virtual field trips. And if you are a teacher who is, or an educator who loves getting out of the classroom with your students, and you're kind of missing that aspect, that was a really good workshop, because there was a lot of really cool ways to get out of the classroom while staying in your classroom. So doing it virtually safely. So I really enjoyed that one. Definitely go back and watch that if you need an escape from the classroom.
I love that. And since the pandemic, I mean, we wish that it wasn't happening, but it has opened the doors. The technology that we are using now is just like blown the doors off of our classrooms and it's connected us to the globe. And so, going global was such a great name for this virtual conference this year, because you kind of have no choice. Like if, it's like technology, you're going to be connected globally as soon as you start using it. What are you looking forward to, like in the next days? Do you have anything on your schedule that you can think of that you're really looking forward to?
Ooh.
I know I put you on the spot.
I want to play in Canva. Holly and I both really love Canva. It's one of our favorites, and pull some stuff into StreamYard. I know that we both have some ideas on field trips for Peak, and also maybe bringing in some student voices for board presentations.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. Do you guys have school tomorrow?
In service for me.
Not for me. I'll be in the office in the morning, and then I'll be in session in the afternoon.
Awesome. I just dropped in the comments for anybody that's watching. So this is a YouTube that I made regarding using Canva with StreamYard, and I take you behind the scenes. Of course, I did this in November, and I know a lot more now than I even did then. And then I have a blog that I have written, and I've written several, but this is one that is probably more common about how to use Canva and StreamYard. And wow, I mean, like if you're a teacher and you're using some sort of creation tool, whether it's Adobe Spark, Canva, or Buncee, it's great to use with StreamYard to create some amazing backgrounds. And I hope that you guys have fun doing it, and tell me, like, keep in touch. And I'm going to put their names back up. So if you're an educator watching this, please follow my friends Holly. There are her at Holly Mayby. I'm thinking maybe, but it's like, and she's not telling you bye. That's her last name, Holly Mayby, or at Denali Peak. So add this professional to your PLN. Okay. And then we have Jenny. And so she's at Cantwell_school and at 4 Mason. So definitely let's grow our PLN. Let's just widen it. And I can't wait. Please follow me at MJ McCallie Writes. And I want to see what you guys create this week. And tell me what you're learning. I'm sure you can teach me something too. Before we go, do you have any last words that you want to talk about, whether it's a conference or what you're learning in general about life? Any last thoughts?
Make learning fun. Have fun with it.
Just thanks for letting us join you on your live, and thanks for telling me everything about the StreamYard. That's really awesome. And we'll hopefully see you in more sessions at ASTE over the next month.
Yes, I love that. Thank you both for being brave and joining me. You were just like, let's go live. Like I could kind of see you thinking about it, but I was like, yes, don't leave. I'm going to end the broadcast, but don't leave, and we'll talk about it. Okay. So bye everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Please add these wonderful ladies into your PLN, and we'll see you again. And everybody at ASTE, you're doing a great job. We love this conference. Bye.